Hey everyone. Yeah, again, this is probably going to be a bit of a shorter one because we are going to be, Let's Christmas tomorrow. So, not sure how long everything is going to be here for. But, yes, I have played Ultra and Ultra Moon. So, Kayla, let me know when you are ready to trade because, basically, the final member of my competitive team, I just need to get evolved. And Kayla is going to be helping me with that. So, both phase of Orthworm Titan. Yeah, Orthworm has like no special defense. Orthworm has absolutely no means of special defense. But there's our ghost. There is our purpley ghost. Meanwhile, the next thing we're going to be hunting is just right next to, right behind it. Here we go. Okay. Let's get counting for our number of Dracula KOs. Because, as mentioned prior, I want to try and get rid of all the ghost types. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, you're using Skeletor. Like, you're using the best starter in the game. That's why you're just joking with the Titan fight. It's so easy. Scarlet, other Christmas present already about. Nice. I love both of the games. I think they're both great. Go. Go, my fighty super go, my robot. Destroy everything in your path. God, like, fairy fighting as a typing is so ridiculous. I love how disgusting it is. No, no. Punch them. Punch them. I said to punch them. Okay, fine. I will fight them. Fine. I will fight them. 4 days until the 100 rubber ducks. What is it with you and those 100 rubber ducks? Why individually wrap every single one of them? That just seems excessive. They're not wrong. There really are not that many differences. You know, most every Pokemon game, between the two versions, there are very few differences. You know, practically speaking, there really aren't differences. The fact Iron Valiant has the kill. Well, the reason why is it's Gallade and Gardevoir at the same time, really. Well, Mega Gallade and Mega Gardevoir at the same time. So like, that's why it has like the Gallade head thing. The thing is, it actually isn't really a Mohawk. It's meant to be like, I think it's supposed to like the Corinthian helmet. So like the not the Spartans, but like, you know, the Greeks or people wore. I do not have that Mario game, so I cannot play that. I just gotta fight for Mario Party Superstars. So I cannot play that. Meanwhile, we are fighting the undead dragon. What? There, finally, that thing went away. The notification was annoying me. Why is it not going? Yeah, like they're practically speaking the differences between every Pokemon version. It was a notification saying, so you've been invited to play Mario Party Superstars. And it's like, I don't have Mario Party Superstars. I can't play it. So why am I being invited? But yeah, it's like, practically speaking, there really aren't many differences between Pokemon games. You know, between the two versions. Like, the only differences really are the Pokemon you can catch in the game. And even then, you can trade them between the two games. Hey, Litsune, how you doing? How you doing, Litsune? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the reason why I have the, I don't even need to keep the Ghastly in my party now. There we go. Yeah, you can see the preliminaries for what my team competitively is going to be. The exact particulars of that lineup you have yet to fully see. And I look forward to having the battle streams. I'm doing very well, Litsune. I'm doing very well. Provided, you know, of course, our Iron Valiant can absolutely just destroy all of these ghosts. No. Fine, we'll punch you in the face, Drawcloak. If you desire doom, I will gladly give it to you. Go away. Goodbye. I love freaking... The fact that they made a decent fairy move that is physical, that isn't play rough, I'm so happy. Got a new game today. Called Temtem, can't play it because it's online. Really? Wait, what's that? Oh, I thought I saw a yellow one. Nope. Nope, that was not a yellow one. Yeah, honestly, like, spotting the shiny Drawcloak is going to be harder than I expect it will be. But I mean, we did spot the Ghastly. So, there is that. So I'm having that. And how are we doing? I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. We're really just, you know, of course, shiny hunting our ghost things right now, trying to work on our shiny living decks. 11 away from the shiny charm. Like, it is incredibly satisfying when you finally get the shiny charm. Like, it is so satisfying. Like, especially in this game, because so many evolutions are absolutely obnoxious. It's beyond satisfying to get it. But again, guys, do not forget to leave a like on the stream, and also do not forget to go to the poll linked right next to, at the top pinned comment of the stream, to vote for what our next shiny hunt is going to be, when that poll ends. I mean, I'm fairly certain I already know what it is going to end out to be. But, I mean, is good when, you know, you guys help and everything like that. Like, you guys, you know, of course, you know, get involved and stuff and things. Moltres is my favorite Pokemon. Well, the thing is, shinies were not intentionally designed back in Gen 2. You know, they didn't intentionally design shinies back in Gen 2. Intentionally designed shinies wasn't until Gen 6. The way that Moltres' shiny was made was just, okay, color value +1. So it just, pink was basically the color that was right above that yellow color Moltres normally is. And that's why a lot of the shinies actually do very much look the same. Because it's just, okay, in the color palette, that color is just one above what the other one is. Hello, David Dons. I'm doing very well. I'm glad that, thank you very much. You have a good holiday as well. Yeah, like, it wasn't until Generation 6 they started to deliberately design shinies. So, all those great shinies, like Charizard, yeah, those are complete accidents. It's like, yeah, it's a complete accident. Like, that's why I preferred it when they had shinies just be accidents. They were not intentional. Because you don't get that same level of this shiny looks so awesome when they're designed to look cool. You know, I mean, I may not really care much for Rayquaza's shiny. I will be 100% honest. I kind of get a bit numb to it. With, you know, how everyone kind of, like, flips their lid over it. To being, like, one of these great shinies. But if that was, because it was an act, like, yeah, it does look very good. It's just, I'm a bit numb to it. Because you just see it plastered everywhere whenever there's competitive events and Rayquaza is permitted. So it just kind of like, it's kind of like just numb to me. I think the same way, like, Metagross' shiny is the same way for me. It's like, I love Metagross. It is my favorite Pokemon. But I don't really care for the shiny all that much just because I see it all the time in competitive stuff. That I really have nothing other than just generalized apathy for it now. No. No. No more slaughter. We now shiny hunt. Hey Alexander, how you doing? Yeah, it's a black shiny with like the lines are still yellow. But yeah, it's one of the black shinies. Okay. Now we go for picnics. Now that we have our full KOs, I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Make a sandwich. Custom mode. It's gonna be pickle, cucumber, 3 servings of avocado. And if I am correct, dragon does not work with sweet, and it does not work with sour. Yeah, sour and sweet, so yes. So I just need to use 2 salty Herba Mystica. Sunset Flower Pick. Oh, no, it's alright. It's perfectly fine, no. It's perfectly fine. I understand how things can be. Never need to apologize for not being present. I understand 100% that, like, IRL can take over and that there just are times where things just need to... Other things are just more... I understand 100%. Considering, like, this channel almost ended a couple of years ago because of things IRL, I understand 100%. You never need to apologize. Go. Pickle. God, like, these sandwiches are honestly just so completely revolting. I do not understand how the protagonist of these games can stomach these sandwiches. They are vile. Alright, we're up to first sandwich of the day. Let's go. Merry Christmas as well, Alexander. Merry Christmas as well to you. Alright. Again, the only sandwich I would have that I've ever made in this game is the all-burger sandwich with ketchup and salt. That is the only one I would ever have. Because, like, I love burgers. I love me and my burgers. Also bacon. Bacon is also delicious. Bacon sandwich. Delightful. That is a delight. Sparkle Power Dragon and Encounter Power Dragon title power. Why is the Wooper named Dio? Why is the Wooper named Dio? Alright, there's Goomy here as well. Yeah, now begins the fun part. And by the fun part, I mean the nightmare. Go away. Stop giving me notifications. I mean the nightmare-inducing hell that is looking for a shiny Dracloak. Because it doesn't change at all. I mean, it does change. The tips become yellow and there's a little bit of a color difference. But, like, it really is not much of a change. You're expecting a Wooper, but it's I, Dio! God, Dio, you just want to punch him in the face. But it's like, you kind of have to like him. For as much as you want to punch him in the face, you kind of gotta like him as well. He's like the Joker in that way, if he's just very entertaining as an antagonist. 5-star Dragon Delibird. Ooh, delightful. Delightful. Delibird. Yeah, we're also hatching a couple of eggs while we're doing this outbreak. Dracloak, leave me alone. Dracloak, heckin' leave me alone. I don't want to deal with you, Dracloak, right now. I want to look for Dreepy and Dracloak. Alright? I want to get the annoying ghost-type shinies out of the way. I mean, I know that Drawcloak does not actually have a daytime or daytime exclusive spawn pattern. On the roller coaster, expecting road roller. You mean this? Yeah, that was fun. The steamroller was fun. The steamroller was fun. God, again, Dio is a special kind of entertaining. He's a special kind of entertaining. Right? Not boxes. Picnic. But yeah, so basically what we're going to be doing is we are going to exclusively be, like, just looking for Drawcloak and stuff today. Depending on how quickly we get our shiny Drawcloak, I am going to be hunting for, like, Dratini and such like that. Zawaldo! Yes. The world. The Waldo. Honestly, like, as they started to go through Stardust Crusaders, I was like, okay, I have a vague idea of a lot of the tarot cards. We've seen this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I remember from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arcana Force set, one of them was called The World, and I'm like, okay. They're probably gonna give Dio the one called The World, because giving him, like, the devil would be too on the nose. And you know what? They did. They gave him the world. Well, in that case, Mudkip, just play docked. Just play handheld mode. Yeah, I'm not gonna be hatching eggs while doing this. This is just no. Yep, it is indeed Christmas Eve. Yeah, I'm not gonna be hatching eggs while doing this. This is obnoxious. The Waldo. The Waldo. Where's the Waldo? The Waldo. Okay. Draw cloak. Nope. Nah, wrong button. Pale Snake. Zipperman. Ah, Godzilla vs. Megagyrus. Nice. I enjoy Godzilla movies. They are a highlight. They are a highlight. I'm very terrible at helping people like pick what to shiny hunt for. I'll be honest. Like, it's the same with me with nicknames. I have a very hard time deciding on even stuff for my own shiny hunts. And is that yellow? No, it's red. Yeah, I have a very hard time even deciding on my own shiny hunts. So I don't think I'm the best person to ask for ideas for shiny hunts. Picnic. I'm gonna need to put up a picture of this thing so I know exactly what to look for. Cloak. Yeah. Save image as. Okay, I have a picture of it. Wrong picture. Change that to Drake Cloak. Done. Go. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not much of a change, but the head, I think, should be a bit noticeable. But I'm not positive. God, they did not have it. Yeah, this is gonna be a painful. So many shinies, so little time. So many sparkles, too little time. How fitting with us talking about too little time and having just talked about the world. Irony. Go. Let's go away. Now let's get back to hunting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the body of Drawcloak is a little lighter in the shiny than, like, in the regular form. And the head crest, the hammerhead looking thing is a little darker. But again, the only real tip-offs are the yellow accents on the stealth bomber head. For a second, I thought that one was that had yellow accents on it. I was like, nope, it's not. Nope. Nope, those are red. Nice! Shiny Spiritomb is nice. Yeah, Shiny Spiritomb is going to be a special kind of hell to hunt as well. I mean, that I know is going to be Masuda eggs. I know Spiritomb is going to need to be Masuda eggs. Just down to... I mean, I know you can encounter them because there is a static Spiritomb in the game. However, resetting that, I'm uncertain of doing. Alright, no Dracloak. Thank you very much. I don't really do anything special with my hair. I just comb it back when I get out of the shower because if it doesn't, it dries very, very badly and I can't change it at all. But my hair is very thick. So, like, when it dries, it will basically stay the way it is when it dries, and it will bother me throughout the entire day. If it is not, like, comfortably styled, as weird as that sounds. It is what he loves Mega Guy, so one of the best, at least, favorite. I mean, I was trying to kill Godzilla with the black hole. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that movie is really dumb with that idea. But, like, it's a movie about a giant bug monster fighting a giant atomic laser beam shooting lizard. And they try to shoot Godzilla with a black hole gun. It is absolutely absurd. Like, that's kind of the best part. Is like, yeah, they just give no fucks. Like, yeah, like, I like that they play it straight. Like, they play it so straight that they do not, like, make jokes about how silly the idea is. They actually, like, play it fairly straight-faced. No luck with the shinies yet. But I hope we do get our shiny today, because I want to get the Dracloak family knocked out quick. Yes! Oh yeah, not only is it a black hole gun Zetar, it is a black hole gun fired from space. Yeah, it's these movies, like, that's the thing about these movies, they're so stupid, but I love them. It's like, they're absurd in the best way. Yes, we KO'd the Dracloak. We have KO'd all 60. It's just the reason why Dracloak is annoying is the chain between it and the normal is very, very small, as well as, you know, their annoying little habit of turning invisible kind of bothers me. Which makes it a little bit harder. Yeah, I don't think they realize that. Yeah, they can't. That makes no sense. It's so dumb. But, like, again, that's the great part, is that it's such a stupid, silly idea. It's like, yes, black hole gun. Yes, black hole gun fired from space, where we will try to capture Godzilla in a black hole. And it just doesn't work, and then the Godzilla, no. It just Godzilla just laser beams it at the end, and we know, just shrugs it off. Like, no, you can't, even a black hole cannot beat Godzilla. That is how good Godzilla is at just refusing to die. A black hole is incapable of spaghettification. when it comes to Godzilla. Nice! Iron Hands is a great shiny. We have acquired all of the Paradox shinies, which is great because I love them, and they're also quite annoying shinies to get. Because yeah, this is my plan for the Paradox shiny hunts. Well, not just for the Paradox shiny hunts. This is my plan for the shiny hunts as a whole. Hunt the Pokemon that have either time-dependent spawns or are just otherwise annoying to hunt or spawn a single area. So that way, if I get them, I don't, like, phase out of things. Speaking of Paradox, got 3 today, Iron Hands, Iron Valley, and Iron Treads. Wonderful, I love them. Like, I love the... Yeah, we're actually going to be using our Iron Valiant, we actually used our Iron Valiant shiny to actually KO, like, the required Dracloak. So yeah, so now we're really just waiting for our shiny to appear via Picnic resets. Picnic. That's why Godzilla will say, you really think you can make me laugh? Yeah, like, you know, it's like, don't bring stupid things to try to kill Godzilla, because you can't. It's like, silly things like a black hole gun will fail against Godzilla. I love it. It's just, there is a charm to those movies. Like, that's the reason I love Godzilla vs. Kong. It's very much in that same vein of it is absolutely silly. It does not care about logic or reason. It just goes down into the rabbit hole of, let's just do something absurd and just play it straight. And I love that. Like, that's why we love these movies. We don't come to kaiju films to see deep, character-driven stories and, you know, intricate, complex plots. We come to see giant fire-breathing lizard punch giant axe-wielding monkey in the face with a building. That is all we come to see. Story is good, but we don't require it. Closest Godzilla came to dying, in my opinion, was Rule Mechagodzilla destroying second. Yeah. Godzilla has canonically died in previous movies, though. Godzilla, obviously original Godzilla. Godzilla was killed by Dr. Serizawa with the Oxygen Destroyer. That's, like, the very notable one. Junior was killed in Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Because, you know, Destroyer killed Junior. Then came back. There was then, I mean, obviously, a Godzilla, burning Godzilla melted down in Godzilla vs. Destroyer. So again, that's another, you know, death in Godzilla for that one. But, yeah, other than that, Godzilla really doesn't die. Because even in GMK, when they blow Godzilla up by basically having his own nuclear energy blast rebound back into himself, his heart is still beating in the end of the movie, showing Godzilla is still alive. So it's like, you can't kill Godzilla. You just can't. Unless you use the Oxygen Destroyer, or you use Destroyer, who is the Oxygen Destroyer in living form. Yep, and then they use the original Godzilla to build Kiryu, which I love. It's like, yeah, they use the bones of the original Godzilla to build Mechagodzilla. It's like, it's so stupid, but I love it. Like, that's what we come to these movies to see. We come to these movies to see nonsense like that. And that's the best part, is the nonsense. Yeah, honestly, those movies are so good. Those movies are great. Kind of surprised we haven't gotten our shiny Dracloak yet. How many shinies do you have in total, not including dupes? I do not know off the top of my head, I will be honest. I know including the dupes, we have into the 50s. for our shiny total. However, I know that around, I would say maybe 7 of them are dupes. 7, like, highballing the dupes. So at bare minimum, we've got, 43 or so unique shiny species. Unique shiny specimens. Because, like, I consider the, the Ghastly, we have 3 shiny Ghastly, but we have 3 shiny Ghastly because we need one for shiny Gengar and shiny Haunter and the shiny Ghastly itself, so, we need one for every single one of them. London, you're gonna come out looking like Swiss cheese? I mean, that's what JoJo Bizarre Adventures have taught me. It's like, yeah, that's why I'm like, nope. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Great series. I love that song. Picnic. When Radon got all the OG moments eventually fight, but yeah, the red spiral ray. Honestly, it's so great. I love that they brought Burning Godzilla into King of the Monsters. I do like that. British. The British. British. So that's Galar. That's Galar. I don't know what they do in Spain, though. I don't know what they do in Spain, though. Picnic. I'm just reminded of when Dalton was playing this. Every time that he would encounter a group of Dreepy, he would always have to go over there and just make sure none of them were shiny. Because it's so hard to tell. We need an Ohio region. Yes, Mudkip. Yes, we need an Ohio region, Mudkip. Exactly my thoughts. What? Oh, I walked into a Drawcloak. Again, I can't... They phase in and out of reality. They phase in and out of existence. It's hard to see. I still do have to say, I think my least favorite pseudo-legendary is actually Dragapult. Like, I have to say, I think it really is my least favorite. Because I don't really have much of a positive memory of it from my playthrough of Sword when I had it on my team. Because it stayed a Drawcloak for so effing long. It did no damage. It died to every single hit. Because it was so frail. Even with Eviolite, because its defenses are so bad, Eviolite can't save it. It was just, why? I hear so many good things about you competitively, but you can do crap all in a story. Because, I mean, I know what makes it good in like, yeah, that's the thing, like, yeah, even though its base stats don't look that bad, the problem is that it just doesn't have the stats to actually survive. Hello there, Drizma Drova, welcome in. Glad to see you back. Least favorite Paradox Pokemon? Probably Fluttermane, just because that thing was annoying for me. It took me way too long to get my Fluttermane for the Dex entry. But, in all seriousness, least favorite is probably Iron Jugulus. I mean, it would be a tie between, of all things, Iron Jugulus and, surprisingly, Iron Thorns. Like, I don't really care much for Iron Thorns. Like, yes, I know that Iron Thorns is made to resemble Tyranitar. It's made, resemble Mechagodzilla. But I like Tyranitar because Tyranitar is good. Iron Thorns just kind of sucks. It Physical Electric has never been good outside of 3 Pokemon that all have unique signature abilities or moves that make them viable for being Physical Electric. And Rock is problematic. You know, it's... Wait, are those shinies? Ah, the light reflecting off them made me think they were shinies. I thought I saw yellow. Will this level 22 Orthworm get in the dang ball? Pokemon will be better. I disagree, Noah. I think that the games outside of Gen 6, I feel that the game series as a whole only gets better as time goes on. Gen 6, I would say, was a big step backwards. Mostly because a number of factors I actually could spend an entire video series about. But I generally think that with every game, they do improve the series. That's not to say that I think that every new game is my new favorite. I definitely, think that Gen 5, until this game came out, Gen 5 was my favorite, and Gen 5 is my second favorite by a clear mile. But I think every new gen, again, aside from Gen 6, adds new good things to the series. Yeah, it's like, that's kind of my thing. It's like, I love the new Pokemon. That's one of the reasons why my biggest point for will I enjoy this series, or this new game or not, is does the series put more of a focus on why I should care about the new Pokemon versus just only care about the old stuff. And that's why I feel like Gen 6 was a big black eye for the series, because you have an entire Pokemon game whose entire point is highlighting why you should like Pokemon from previous games more than anything the game itself has. And that makes it very hard to get attached to the new stuff when it is constantly shoving in your face why you should care about the older stuff more. And that's why I think that the newer games, the newer games are far better at, making the games more about the new stuff. And that's why I think Gen 5, great thing of having no old Pokemon. The focus is entirely what is new. And that is, in my opinion, the way that the new games should be. The focus should be, what does this new game bring to the table? This is why this new game deserves to exist. I love the old and new. I think the new one's a huge game changer and more like the See, that's the way I am. That's the way I am, Drova. It's like I like a number of the old Pokemon. But I like when they add the new one because I like something that changes things. I like the new things. I like the new experiences. I like the new competitive changes that each game brings, which is kind of hilariously ironic when my current VGC team that I am planning on using uses exclusively Gen 5 and prior Pokemon. The main reason for that is I have not yet learned all the new tips and tricks that everything that is new is capable of doing. So I'm sticking with what I know for right now while I start working on the other stuff in the meantime. Gradually figuring out plans for that. Because there's nothing like Stalwart Duraludon where, okay, this will obsolete redirection, which is just a very valuable thing. Hello, Nighty, how you doing? How you doing, Nighty? We're probably gonna run out of our sandwich soon. Yeah, we don't have much longer on our sandwich, which is a good thing. I can just reset the thing and then just read my sandwich. What Pokemon do you think I should? I mean, I would say go for Masuda only stuff first, so the starters. I mean, that's just the way I am. Like, stuff that is either annoying to get in the overworld, like, again, like Dreepy or Drawcloak, where it is very hard to spot the difference, or, like, stuff you can potentially only get via Masuda method, is generally what I would say first. Right? Mechanic? Think about the future. Well, think about if these future Pokemon can use the Pokemon evolve more. Yep. Yeah, for me, it's like, I like the new stuff. Mention Robot Future Charizard, Pikachu. Interesting. Like, a robot Charizard would certainly be interesting. Fire, Steel with the Levitate ability. Or like, Fire, Steel with some ability that makes it functionally part flying as well. In terms of offense, like, that would be terrifying. Because, like, I think I mentioned this before. One of my VGC teams that I had an idea for was actually a Levitate Heatran where I just skill swap Levitate onto it. And, like, how do you beat a Heatran that is levitating slightly off of the ground? And I put it next to a Storm Drain Gas. I was like, okay, what are you going to do? There is one thing you can hit me with, and it is fighting type moves. And historically, fighting has not been good in doubles. So what you gonna do, bro? And I never actually implemented that idea in full because I didn't work out all the kinks in the overall team. But, like, man, if I ever got that team, like, working, and I mean, now that team really won't work as well because now there is, you know, of course, no more Scald is being used because Scald doesn't exist anymore for most Pokemon. So that kind of, like, kneecaps that, and a lot of things are, like, things are now carrying, like, you know, Muddy Water as a standby move. But, yeah, that was a fun idea I had. Never got around to it, though. Oh, you should see the kind of stuff I come up with in VG. You should see the kind of stuff that I come up with when it comes to, like, my doubles shenanigans. Is like, that's why I love doubles draft leagues. Is you get shenanigans, like, again, how do you beat a Heatran that is floating slightly off of the ground? You don't. You just get burnt. But again, now that Scald is no longer present, that is a big issue because now warps are not just spamming Scald. Yes, people can cheat in Pokemon, and they are scum, and they are known as Genners, or what they do is they replace spawn tables with other data to basically force things that shouldn't be there to appear, and they also, like, hack a lot of stuff. It's like, yeah. It is something of supreme degeneracy in my eyes to hack in Pokemon. Especially in these days where, like, you can get everything you need legitimately so absolutely easily. Hey, nice work, Bob. Nice work, Bob Dole. You're doing very well in your draft league. Doing very well in that draft league of yours, Bob Dole. No, I'm gonna go rare. I'll just bring stuff with me. I guess we should put in Pokemon. Yeah, I always built my stuff myself. I would always go out of my way to get every bottle cap. I would always go out of my way to breed my own Pokemon and Masuda method for every shiny that I wanted to get for a competitive team. Because I believe if you want to play, you need to go through all the steps. If you cheap out anywhere and you win, you don't deserve that win. Because you never know if anything that along the way gave you advantage. If potentially, you know, genning that stuff into existence will give you more time to focus on your planning than it did, you know, the other who had to go through and build everything themselves. And it's one of those things where, yeah, no, I am always an advocate for legitimately building everything. Because you never know. Little things like, yeah, the amount of time you spent on them could always be a factor in, like, strategies. You could have more time to work out plans. And, you know, again, that is an advantage that you only have because you cheated. And even then, it goes against the terms of play. Like that is in the rules, that you're not allowed to do that. So even if it was identical in every way, it still is violating the rules. There is no defense. Go. Just gotta make a little hunter, give him a little raw down judgment. Yeah, that is stuff that I steer clear of. I go to get my stuff legitimately. Which is the reason why I will never get another Eruption Heatran, and I'm still sad that I was an idiot and got rid of mine. But again, that is the price you pay for legitimacy. That is the price you pay for legitimacy. Hello, Goldengo. Hello, Goldengo. Goldengo amuses me. Goldengo very much amuses me. Also, again, guys, do not forget to go to the Twitter poll in the pinned comment and vote on what our next shiny is going to be. Come on, give me my shiny Dracloak. Give me my shiny Dracloak. I just want my sparkles. So I'm not sure how long this stream is going to be. Picnic. And yeah, that is that is a no-no. That is a big no-no. I wonder if I'll get a shiny Altaria, if that'll piss off Roost. I mean, it obviously would, because he's been hunting that thing in the other game for so long. Just freaking shine already, Dracloak. Do you want me to go and exterminate more of you? Because I will. I will go and exterminate more of you. Just to make sure that I actually knocked out enough of them. Yeah, going by our calculation table from, like, the previous stuff, like, yeah, we should be encountering out, so we are already over odds. Paradise Pokemon Badge on my load, I call Iron... Well, the thing is, that's already what, Miraidon's name is. Miraidon's future name is Iron Serpent. That is, in one of its Pokedex entries. Yeah, the Paradox names, like, air quote Paradox names, for Miraidon and Koraidon, they are Winged King and Iron Serpent. That is mentioned in the Pokedex entries. I forget in which game. But yes, Iron Serpent is already the name of Koraidon. Iron Noodle. It is Robo Noodle. Honestly, I really am not sure if even, like, a Milotic Paradox form would actually be good. Because, like, what makes Milotic good is its abilities. You know, both of Milotic's abilities, like, absolutely are what make it an all-star. Which kind of makes me wonder, how good even are the Paradoxes going to be when it comes to when they're actually, like, playable in doubles? I do wonder. Boreal was... They have... I would say there are a fair few Pokemon that have topped Porygon's difficulty. I would say there's a fair few of them that have surpassed Duckbot Z. 2 extra robot heads. Yeah, that's probably never gonna happen though. That probably isn't going to happen. As absolutely metal as yeah like I would say the hardest thing is, like, I wouldn't say Palmet is hard to evolve. I would say it's annoying, but, like, King Gambit, Palafin, Galarian Yamask, like, I still say the evolutions in this game that they came up with, it feels like they took the complaints people had about Galarian Yamask's evolution as a challenge, and set out deliberately to make convoluted, absurd, and annoying evolutions just to piss off the audience. But I mean, I know why they did Palafin the way he did. I know why. Because like, they are intending for people to be playing in Union Circles a lot more. That's what the intention is. The problem is a myriad of factors that make that not a reality. But I get why. You know, it's the same reason why trading was made originally as an evolution method. It's supposed to encourage people to play together. The reality is people don't actually play together. Are too hard? Exactly. That is exactly it. Yeah. Also, their battle forms are called Apex Build and Ultimate Mode. Yeah, no, I always called, like... Yeah, I call, Roaring Moon, or as I like to call it, Mungo Rar, and Iron Valiant, I always refer to them as the Apex Paradoxes, because their stat line is actually different than the other Paradoxes. Every other Paradox Pokemon has 570 for their base stat total, whereas Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon are both 590, which is why I call them the Apex Paradox. But yeah, like Apex Build and Ultimate Mode, like, again, those names are just absolutely awesome. I freaking love it. It's like, yeah, I like them both. They're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. Winged King is in the Scarlet Dax. I assume Iron Serpent is about. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. But yeah, Iron Serpent. It is Noodle Go Metal. Noodle Go Metal? Metal Noodle. So it's saying is it's a wire. It's a wire. I mean, it's a living wire, so that means it's a live wire. Yes, I know, I feed on bad puns. They are what sustain me in these trying times. What the frick is going on? Why are we not getting our Dracloak? Like, I am in an outbreak. I am using sandwich power. I am using my sandwich power. And we have not seen our freaking Ghost Dragon yet. What in the actual heck is going on with this game? Like, I mean, it's not going to be worse than Tank. Like, I don't think anything is going... Like, we are at absolutely maximum odds right now. We are at absolute maximum shiny odds for this freaking thing. And we average over a shiny per sandwich. And we are on sandwich number 2. And no Sparkle Go Ghost. I'm concerned. Granted, again, this is what I get for that good luck I had with Ghastly yesterday. Not yesterday. No, that wasn't yesterday. Yesterday was the Azumarill one. Azumi Face. It was 2 days ago. Was the Ghastly one, right? Yeah, two days ago was Ghastly. Yes, I have the Shiny Charm. I do have the Shiny Charm. Yeah, I have Shiny Charm. I have 60 KOs in an Outbreak. And I have Sparkle Power Dragon. And no shinies appeared yet. I mean, I wouldn't doubt if I missed one. Because again, they don't really change all that much. Why do people like shinies? Because... I think it's because, like, it's just that they're rare. Like, they are rarer to get than the normal version. And, you know, people they like to collect them. You know, it's a collection thing, really. Look, I often have wondered that myself, and that was actually, like, before I actually did start shiny hunting myself. I was like, why do people insist on going for shinies? Because every time you see something like, you know, a Metagross in online play, or a Charizard, or, you know, this, or that, it's always the shiny. You know, it's not like, you know, bringing a shiny to a thing because you have one and you hunted it is like a unique thing. Like, most people actually have them who, you know, bring them to those events and they use the thing because they hunt what they want. So, like, it's actually more surprising to see a non-shiny version of a number of those things actually in tournament play. Wait, is that the shiny? Nope, that was the light reflecting again. It actually is more surprising to see a non-shiny version of a number of Pokemon in tournaments than it is to see the shiny, because, like, it's, like, expected that a lot of people will bring shinies of, like, certainly, like, Metagross. People will always bring their shiny Metagross. Shiny Charizard. You know, nowadays, shiny legendaries because of Dynamax Adventures. Unless it's Trick Room, where, like, yeah, they're not gonna shiny on a Trick Room one. But yeah, it's like, it's... I found it interesting at first, like, why did they do that? But then I was like, I started shiny hunting myself. And it's... And it's like, it's the hunt itself is the appeal, really. Where was it going? Back in Gen 4, shinies were 1 in 8,192, or I think was the odds. They wanted that yeah, 8,192, I think, was the odds. They were pretty much like 6 times as rare as they are with the shiny charm. You know, it was rare. Yeah, they have gradually, like, lowered the odds. Not lowered. They have increased the odds of getting shinies as time has gone on with, like, the popularity of shiny hunting, which I find hilarious, because people complain about them making shinies more accessible, despite the fact that they make shiny hunting more accessible because people want to shiny hunt. You know, it's this amusing just contradiction. Create a Pokemon from a different language, you have a chance. Yeah, that's always been a thing. Ever since they had, like, I think since Gen 4, that was a thing. I know it was definitely in Gen 5, because I had I think a Japanese or Chinese Flygon. And I know I had, like, I had that language version of the Dex entry. And I know it was in Gen 5. It might not have been in Gen 4. But yeah, I do distinctly remember that, and that was always really cool. Freaking Dracloak, I am going to strangle you. Picnic. Oh my gosh, freaking cat. There. One sec. Alright. Here we go. Back. Yeah, I also like Dialga's cry in the games. I mean, Dialga also was like one of my absolute favorite Pokemon of all time. Mostly because that type combination is fun. Come on, where in the freaking heck? Nope. Right. But yeah, it was actually quite rare to get shinies back in Gen 4. But yeah, it's like, I do like how, again, that's one thing that I always do find very amusing. Was just, as time has gone on, and they've made it easier and easier to get shinies, that, well, not easier, but like faster to acquire shinies, that people are like pushing back against that. But it's like, the reason why is because they know people like to shiny hunt. And not everyone has the ability to do, you know, a hunt that goes on for like weeks and weeks and weeks. You know, children just, they don't, it is unreasonable, like, you know, young children to want a shiny hunt for that long. It is unreasonable to expect, you know, people like who are working, who want to shiny on a Pokemon or stuff like that. It's unreasonable to say, like, yeah, I want to go for this thing because I like this thing, but it's, you know, if it's going to be like weeks to get this thing, you know, that's not really was worth it. Hey guys, how you doing? To be fair, making shinies easier. Weird. The funny thing is that shinies to get in this game are more or less just as easy to get as they were in the previous games. Like, the thing that devalues shinies was never actually hunting them. The thing that devalues shinies was people who gen them into existence. And since they have made it faster to get shinies, people are genning shinies far, far less. So in a way, they've actually increased the value of shinies because now there are more actual legitimate hunters than just gen ones that exist. That's the important thing to always remember. Gen to shinies were the majority of them for so long. And then the increased viability of legitimate hunts has taken that down. Which I would say makes them more valuable because they are real legitimate shinies, not gen to bullshit. But I mean, I've always, yeah, because this is also my stance. I would rather have every single shiny, and you guys can clip this and do whatever you want with it. I would rather have every single one of my shinies be utterly worthless and valueless, if it means people would not gen. I am completely fine with that. Because in my mind, there is nothing more heinous in Pokemon. There is nothing more despicable than genning and hacking and game manipulation to force things to instantly be there rather than actually going and working. Because, like, yes, you can make level 3 Sparkle Power sandwiches with Herba Mystica. But to get that Herba Mystica, you need to put in the work to beat the game. You need to do raids, which require generally a well-rounded understanding of the game to be able to beat those Terra raids. And then it requires you knowing how the sandwich system works. It requires extensive knowledge, extensive preparations, and extensive playing to acquire the means to max out your ability to get shinies. So, like, you're still putting in a hell of a lot of work into getting your shinies. It's just you're putting the work into indirect measures that are not the hunt itself, because, you know, most people consider, okay, the hunt is what they consider when they consider, you know, their shiny hunting. They just consider when they start their hunting and how many encounters and how long, well, not even how many encounters, they consider the distance, the length of time of the actual encountering. Not, okay, where's all the back prep go? Which is why I kind of, in a way, consider all of my playing of the game is preparation for my shiny hunting, because all of my playing of the game is preparation for getting the shiny charm. It's preparations for getting my battle teams ready to, well, battle Terra raids. It's all this back preparation that goes so underappreciated, but is what makes the hunt possible. You know, I feel like, I mean, I'm not saying that it should, you know, everyone should consider that, but it is at least worth consideration for how long it takes to prepare for those hunts. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. You as well. Good luck with your shiny hunts if you are shiny hunting as well. But yeah, I would definitely say making it easier to get shinies increases the value of shinies, because there is nothing more valueless than a genned shiny. You know, a shiny that you popped a sandwich and got 10 shinies of in a single sandwich will always have more value than a single genned into existence shiny. That is, I would say that is inarguable, because those are 10 legitimate shinies compared to one absolutely genned hacked one. Used to play to catch the legendaries at the end. And to be fair, I only got better at this game because I got beat by by some of the best players in the country. So that is how and why. I mean, I've always said the best teacher is getting your ass kicked. And I will die on that because, yeah, that's how I learned. I learned by getting my ass kicked. I was got 2 shiny charm and 2 seconds logging into the game. Shiny Magnemite. I still haven't gotten one. I've got my shiny Magneton and my shiny Magnezone. I still have not gotten a shiny Magneton. And I have hunted for shiny Magneton in multiple games, spanning several prior years. And I still haven't got shiny Magnemite. That thing trolls me. Hello there, welcome in. That Eden, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already, and go to the pinned comment at the top of the stream chat, because that will give you a link to the Twitter poll we are presently running for what we're going to be shiny hunting next, as in, you know, next following the conclusion of that poll. Because I set that poll up when we were still hunting for Fuecoco, not expecting us to get all 3 shiny Fuecoco within 590 eggs, which is barely over odds for getting a single shiny in the game, in Masuda method. So I was caught completely off guard, and I still have yet to hammer out my entire shiny hunt plans for everything. Because look, while that one's starting, I don't want to start up another series of hunts, especially Masuda ones. Until, of course, until you guys can give your feedback and your input. Picnic. Also, guys, again, thank you very much all for coming out today. I know it's Christmas Eve, and you guys are probably, you know, spending out time with your family. So, thank you guys. But freaking heck, where is this Dragapult? This Dragapult, Drawcloak shiny? Like, I don't get it. We've still got our sandwich running. Mungo Rar. Exactly, Mungo Rar. I'm expecting Roaring Moon to win, but yeah. I mean, I like competitive. I'm a very competitive person by nature. Competitive almost to a unhealthy degree, I will admit. But I really like that thing of, you know, going in, figuring out a team. Okay, what is my best play here? What is my best idea for a team composition? Or even, you know, things like, you know, I really like, say, you know, this Pokemon. I want to try and make this thing work. it may not work well, but I just kind of want to mess around and just, like, see what I can do with it. And a lot of things like that really go into making the game very, very enjoyable. Because I can, you know, do all kinds of sorts of things. Hey, Rebecca Malik, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much. Like, that means a lot, honestly. Like, I honestly was surprised that a lot of people did enjoy, like, my stuff, and they do enjoy, like, the competitive side of things, because granted, the only knowledge I really had of the competitive community was really, like, the Smogon side of things, not as much the VGC side of things. And that's one of the most interesting things I've found when it comes to, like, the VGC side of the Pokemon battling community is, I mean, this is just experience, like, with battlers, is, like, with the Showdown stuff, it's a bit, I would say a bit less friendly. Whereas, like, if you go to, like, the VGC tournaments and, like, you talk with the VGC people, like, they are some of the nicest people that you will meet. Like, this is just, like, the one, like, the big story, like, for, at least, like, for me personally, that, like, I always, you know, point to, and is, like, this is one of the reasons I love the VGC community so much. I went to, like, Richmond Regionals a few years ago, and I don't remember who it was, but it was one of, like, the big names in VGC. And, you know, he would ask, you know, like, whenever he would, like, battle someone, he was, you know, oh yeah, how's your drive here, you know, yeah, you're okay, and, like, basically, you know, just, like, asking little things like that. And, you know, it was, like, they were, like, one of, like, the better battles, and they were just being, like, just making, like, small talk with everyone. And I've only gone to one, and I have not won any of them. I have only gone to one, and I did not win it at all. That was when I was starting out. Granted, also only getting maybe 3 hours of sleep the prior night didn't help with that, because I would have ended that tournament with 4 wins, 3 losses, had I not had an absolute brain dead moment of just staring at my screen blankly as the timer ticked down for my turn, when I was facing a Lunala with my Incineroar that had Snarl. Had I just clicked Snarl, it would have taken the Lunala out. But I just was staring there, so clocked out of it because I got no sleep, that I just stared at it, and the timer ran out. It auto-selected the top move, which was Fake Out, which did nothing, and Lunala killed me. Yeah. Yeah. That is a big black eye for me when it came to my battling, was yeah. I completely screwed that up. But I mean, it's a funny story. It's like, it is a gloriously hilarious story. I'm pretty sure Wooper evolved at like level 32 or something like that. I think it is exactly level 32 is where Wooper evolved. It's like level 32 or level 36. It's like, it's weirdly high for what it is. But like, the goal, Noah, is actually to go to one of the championships and is just to win. That is the end dream, is to win. You know, Meta's 7-step plan to take over the world. Step 3 is beat Santino. Step 6 is beat Wolf. That is part of my 7-step plan to take over the world. Surge power is going to run out in a few seconds. Might as well go again. But yeah. It does amuse me, though. Like, my biggest flubs when it comes to Pokemon battling have always been against Ghost types. I made a big misplay against a Gengar when fighting Santino in the Penn State Pokemon Challenge. I forgot that Gengar had Cursed Body as an ability, and that disabled my Icicle Spear on Cloyster, the Shell Raiser, and that allowed his Amoonguss to survive anything that Cloyster could throw at it, ultimately resulting in me losing the match against him. But I mean, he did say that was one of the harder matches of the day for him. And the fact that I gave Santino a hard fight in singles, which is not my preferred battling format, I would say that is nothing but an accomplishment. I'm not sure what you mean by that. No, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, strongest type. That is a hard question to answer. Because strongest can mean a number of things. Like, Steel has the greatest number of resistances of any typing in the game. However, Steel is weak to a number of very common, very good offensive types. Dragon has, reliably good against a large number of things. However, it is only effective against itself. It's like there's a number of different ways that you could say, well, the strongest is this. It's a very, very loose definition. I would say the strongest type combination is Fairy Steel, because you have very good offenses, very good defenses. Or Electric Steel. Steel is one of the best types defensively. Nice, third shiny Dratini. Very nice. I'm honestly going to be happy if I can close out tonight with at least one shiny of any kind tonight. So I'm not really sure we're going to get one tonight. Yes, we know String Cheese, Goldengo. I know you're over there. You can point. I gotta say, at first, I thought I wasn't going to like Goldengo. Goldengo has very much grown on me as time has gone on. Mostly because of Make It Rain is just such a fun move to use. But yeah, Goldengo has grown on me. Alright, come on. Why are we not getting our friggin' Droploak shiny? Yeah, exactly. They're, I mean, not really loopholes. A lot more of... It depends on really the context. There's a lot of different ways. There's a lot of different ways that you could say something is the strongest. It's a very very hard thing to just define. Because in one way something could be stronger than something else. Again, Dragon. One of the most reliably offensive typings, but it has no specific advantages. Steel has a lot of very, very good resistances, but it really doesn't attack well. Which, again, both of those are, kind of important. Water, again, pretty broadly resisted, pretty broadly unresisted. But if it was something like the strongest weather, I would say the strongest weather is definitely rain. The strongest weather is definitely... It's a very vague statement. But the strongest weather, I would say, is definitively rain. Because so many things are capable of very easily benefiting from rain. We have grass types, bug types, steel types that all benefit defensively from rain. You have flying types, you have water types, you have electric types that all offensively benefit from rain. You have, a number of sweepers that benefit from rain, Swift Swim. I like, weather would be easier to pin down. Because, like, because rain has, like, some of the most broad effects in, of its weather. Because the users of the speed boosting ability for water, they are also buffed by water itself, whereas the speed boosters of the other weather types do not receive an offensive benefit. Sun. The speed boosting ability of Sun is chlorophyll, which is held by grass types, which are not fire types. The holders of, Slush Rush, well, hail and, well, now snow, does not give a damage buff. Sand. Sand doesn't give a damage. It gives a defensive buff to rock types, but it doesn't give an offensive buff unless you have Sand Force. Really? 23? I mean, I guess I had the 32. I had the numbers reversed. I guess I had the numbers reversed then. I guess I might have been thinking of, like, they learn a specific move then, because I remember, like, they learn, like, Whooper learns, like, Earthquake or something. It could have been, like, a move is what I was thinking of. But yeah, like, I like, rain, I would say, is definitely the strongest ability, is the strongest weather. The strongest rain, which is terrifying, because generally, rain becomes, like, the dominant one for a period of time in competitive before the other stuff works around it. Though there is one thing that does offset rain, which is a lot of what benefits rain. There are a lot more things that actually are immune outright to water, a lot more things outright immune to electric, grass, than, like, are immune to, like, the fire. So there are ways around it. So there is that. Picnic. Yes, Mudkip, you are vaguely correct on that. Yes, strong is a Glock type. Glock. Okay. But yeah, Roaring Moon is, I'm expecting Roaring Moon is going to be our next shiny hunt when that poll ends, just because I think that that's what people are going to vote for, which means I'm going to need to start preparing my, I'm going to start preparing my Scarlet one. No, not really. There's really only a few specific things I really want for Christmas, Pyramar, but not really shinies, because, like, I mean, I know where, because, like, shinies they're really for a collection. It's a bit of a vanity project, I'll be honest. The Living Shiny Dex is very much a vanity project. But more of it is, like, I just want to spend time with, friends like you guys and, family. Well, certain members of my family. There are certain members of my family I would gladly avoid. I love how the team I want to use will die to ground. Yeah, I mean, well, it is important to remember, Mudkip, that ground hits the most types super effectively. I have often noticed my own teams generally do not fare well against ground. It's ground or fighting, and that's just because ground and fighting both hit 5 typings for super effective damage. And they are generally very good typing. Like, I will, I almost always use a fire type on my teams. No, it's just I don't really care much for my uncle, my cousins, my other cousin, my aunt. My other aunt, there's a number of them that I just do not care for to be around. Like, I only spend, like, there are only maybe 3 people out of a group of, I would say, 12 that I am going to be happy to see. Yeah. We put the fun in dysfunctional. Yeah, we put the fun in dysfunctional. Also, we are still ridiculously over odds now for this Dracloak hunt, considering we have gone through 2 sandwiches and not a single shiny has appeared for us. So, this has not been fun. It's like, honestly, I don't get why, like... I mean, again, this is what we get for the good luck with Ghastly last night. Not last night, 2 nights ago. We were also overawed with Meryl. Like, we were hunting Meryl, and we were hunting... like, oh, this was like, what is going on? Why is the game hating me now? Oh, boy. Picnic. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm probably gonna miss hunting these ones. Like, I know there's a few of them that I am going to be Masuda hunting for. And, Dracloak, Drapey fam is gonna definitely be one of them. Let's break their kneecaps with a sledgehammer. That is called assault, Mudkip. That is called... I know it's called battery. Assault is, like, threatening to use a weapon. One of my history teachers was a cop, so he kind of, like, drilled into our heads, like, the other specific meanings of certain things. So, there is that. Like, I was able to spot the freaking Ghastly shiny. I'm not sure you are allowed to do that, Mudkip, but it is a metaphysical abstract concept that is not physically capable of that being done to it. So... Thank you, Noah. Thank you. That means a great deal to hear, honestly. Like, considering that this is just me wandering in circles looking for a... Finally! There it is! There is the shiny Dracloak! Now. Go to sleep, Dracloak. Freaking finally! Sleepy, go, Draki. Get in the ball. Get in the luxury ball. Dracloak. Break out. It's breaking it out. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Fun fact, all traditionally a sort of satyr, but it's kind of funnier. It's a bumbling anti-hero. Oh my gosh, that was glorious. That's a glorious thing, that Landoni just sent. Yeah, honestly, that's great. Dracloak, the ghost of Kneecap Past. Yes, Dracloak, the ghost of Kneecap Past, exactly. Meanwhile, the thing is just sleeping. Get in the freaking ball, Dracloak. You're being annoying. Break out. Yeah, every time that you're gonna catch something that you already caught, it will do the critical catch animation. There we go. Bing. There we go. 3 sandwiches. Oh, we have you finally. You are being sent to the box. You're saving. Okay. So now we have our first shiny. Which is good, considering that thing was annoying to get. Wait, is that another one? No, it's not. Like, that was annoying. That was absolutely infuriating. Wait, Jared, are you sure that I'm putting more ingredients than necessary into my sandwiches? This is what the guide said. The guide said 3 servings of those, and pickles and cucumbers. That is what the guide I have been using has said. So, that is what I have been using. Come on, now give me my next Dre cloak. Papa Jeff's simple and efficient shiny hunting sandwiches. Require 1 salty and either 1 spicy, sweet, or sour, depending on the type. Okay, I'll look into that later, Jared. I'll look into it later. Okay. Now we have our first shiny draw cloak. We just need our second. We just need our second. That is all we need right now. There we go. Ah, nice. You forgot you were doing a raid. Rip. Ripperino. Cappuccino. I do like how like the sleepy animation for Dracula. I do like how like the sleeping Z's just pop out of things' head when they're sleeping, though. I do think that is very cute. Though I do like how the various Paradox Pokemon, like the future ones, they power down when they are sleeping. I always enjoyed that. Mudkip, that's the beautiful thing about this game, Mudkip. There's no such thing as over-leveling. Because you can fight things in any order. There's no such thing as over-leveling in this game. So... It's only fighting things out of order. It is only fighting things out of order. Picnic. Picnicking. Picnicking. I swear, if it takes me 3 more sandwiches to get our next shiny, I'm gonna flip and lose it. Your floaty ghosty noodle. Your floating spooky ghost noodle. Picnic. Wait. Just for... Oh, we're getting raided! Welcome in, Pixel Shifts. Welcome in, Roost. Welcome in. I presume this is Justin 22's raid. Hello there. Welcome in. Early. Oh, okay. Compare Scarlet and Violet. I wouldn't say either is better than the other. I would say really it would come down to your thoughts on the exclusives. Because the only real differences are the Quaking Titan fight and the fight against Turo or Sada. Because, like, you can get everything in both games if you just play with someone else that has the other version of it. Well, technically, Mudkip, you're not here when you weren't here when the raid actually got in full, because they got here early, Mudkip. But yeah, for the first time, you are here during a raid. For those who don't know, every time we get raided, Mudkip has gotten up to get a drink of water. Every time. Well, again, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you very much all for coming in. We are on our third freaking sandwich hunting for this shiny Dracloak in a Dracloak outbreak. We have only found one so far, despite being 3 sandwiches into this freaking hunt. So you're collabing on Mario Kart. Interesting. Yeah, that is true. The streamers are always late. But welcome in, guys. If you guys haven't done so, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. But hello, Justin. How are you doing? You guys are doing Mario Kart. Fine. Fine. Yeah, Mario Kart's one of those games for me that, like, unless I'm playing with the person in the room with me, I just don't really enjoy it as much. But, like, I'm glad that you guys... Hey, Jeffro, welcome in. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, Mudkip got trolled by Taxel earlier today. There was a single lone Taxel in a group of Murkrow. And, yeah, you can guess where that went with Mudkip. Welcome, and how are you doing, Jeffro? Thank you very much for coming in. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and grab Jeffro's link as well, Omar. Thank you very much. But how did the Mario Karting go? Also, for those who don't know, there's a Discord linked in the description below if you guys would like to join that. Stay updated on everything we do around here. Also, at the top of the chat, there is the pinned comment, which will take you to our Twitter poll we are presently running for what our next shiny hunt will be following the conclusion of that Twitter poll. Because I made that back when we were still hunting Fuecoco. I was not anticipating we got all 3 of our shiny Fuecoco under odds to the degree we did. Which is why that poll was supposed to be a week long. Because I didn't think we'd get all 3 shiny Fue in 590 eggs. Which is absurd. Gillies was fun. The last minute collabs. Collabs are always a delight. They are always a delight. How much more chill did it get when I left VC? I would imagine all of the chill. I would imagine all of the chill, Roost. Alright, now where is this freaking second shiny Dracloak? Because, like, Dracloak. You're really not making my feelings on Polteface any better. Like, you are the reason I don't care for Polteface. So, if you wouldn't mind being nice, for what? Morphin from Joker to Steve Harvey to Rick Sanchez, so Chaos System is... I have no idea who any of those people are other than the Joker. I will be honest, Roast. I have no clue who they are. Remember, Smoosh Brain moment. Smoosh Brain. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I mean, I know the Joker. I mean, who doesn't know? Like, who doesn't know Mark Hamill Joker? Like, that is an iconic voice right there. Oh, he's the Family Feud guy. Oh, he's the Family Feud guy. Okay. Okay, I now feel vaguely less stupid. Vaguely. I've never seen Rick and Morty. I have never seen Rick and Morty. Thank you for the lurks, Justin. Thank you for the lurks. Like, Mark Hamill is just iconic. Like, I still say, like, my favorite just thing about Mark Hamill as a voice actor is this is the guy who played Luke Skywalker. Fast forward, like, a couple decades, and he is then playing Fire Lord Ozai, an evil overlord with rare basically magic powers, who is defeated by his vaguely angsty teenage son, who also has inherited his, very, very powerful thing, of like, basically magic. It's like, yeah, he's literally the same thing. It's like, yes, he's basically just playing Darth Vader. I love that. It's like, the irony is delicious. Like, irony is delicious. It's like, yes. Yes. Starting a Scarlet playthrough, I chose a cat. Ah. So what was the starter you first picked when you played Violet? Because I have not played my file. Because I have not played my file with, you picked the correct starter. You pick... Are you the shiny? Are you the shiny, Tatsugiri? Are you the shiny? I don't think you are. No, because the stuff is darker on your back when you're the shiny. Right. Arson. Mudkip, this is the wrong game to play that in. This is not Grand Theft Auto. This is not Grand Theft Auto, this is Pokemon. Stop being violent, Mudkip. Cats don't like me. Cats will instinctively launch into murder mode when I am anywhere nearby. They absolutely despise me for some reason. Tatsugiri right earlier, the what one? I love Tatsugiri. Like, at first, I thought it was stupid. Then, I was like, you know what? This thing actually is kind of awesome. I love it. But, like, the one thing that really, 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 really made me like it was like, oh, wait, this thing's ability in doubles is honestly kind of insane. Well, I was saying about cats, but I will respect that they dislike you. Yeah, it's like, it's just, they just do not like me. Like, I have had multiple, like, oh no, I have like the most docile, the nicest cat ever. I go over and they like lash its claws on me and bites me. It's like, what the hell is wrong with these things? They do not like me. Are you tired? You can. I will back that play, Mudkip. I will back that play. That is a play I will very much back. Where's the freaking other shiny Dracoloak? We are ridiculously into over odds for this. We are ridiculously into over odds for this Dracoloak. Why are you being annoying, game? Give me my Dracoloak. You're not as bad as Ho-Oh. You're not as bad as Ho-Oh is. But, like, give me my floaty ghost. Give me my floaty ghost dragon. My language is the exact opposite of dogs. We love them, stay hostile. I mean, I don't think, like, hissing at me and biting my arm is a friendly thing. You know, he's like, it's okay. I'm just gonna stay away. The cat wants to attack. I'm just going to stay away from the cat. Yeah, like no, they will hiss and they will like they bite me. Like no, I'm staying away. I'm staying away from the little demons. I'm staying away from the little fuzzy demons. Like, this is why I'm a dog person. Because dogs are just come over to you and give you and like just nuzzle you because they just want affection. They just want head pats. Dogs just want head pats. Yeah, I'm thinking we might only do like maybe 2 more sandwiches. Because I'm slowly getting infuriated with this Draclo. Pulty face. Like, you are not doing any favors for my lack of faith in Pulty face, Draclo. Where are your dogs? Understandable. Understand. Yeah. Freaking wind is going crazy outside. Like, you guys don't know, like, there was a massive windstorm advisory, where I live yesterday, and, like, we legitimately thought, like, the wind was going to blow in our windows. It was a ridiculous strong. I actually don't even remember what is on Route 1. I know that there is a Tarotundula. And, like, that's it. I remember, like, towards the end of it, there is Fido, there is, Azuril, Wooper. I would recommend Paldean Wooper on the... I would recommend Paldean Wooper. Paldean Wooper, or as I like to call it, Lord Clodsworth, was a very valuable member of the lineup. Like, that thing joked the Titan, that thing utterly joked Titan Dundozo. That was just fun. Because all I had to do was have Armor Rouge burn it. All I had to do was have Armor Rouge burn it. All it could use on me was Body Slam. Because other than that, all its other moves are water. And mine had Water Absorb. Completely negating that entire thing right there. I just really like Paldean Wooper's design, and I love Clodsire. Like, Clodsire, I would say, is a strict upgrade over Quagsire. Only because Clodsire has every quality of Quagsire, except it also is basically what Quagsire would be if Quagsire was a dog. So it's like, this thing is doggo Quagsire. And I freaking love it. It is absolute perfection right there. It is a dog version of Quagsire. It is sandwich time. Do you know how badly I want to see Clodsire? I mean, I think it could be reasonably plausible. Cause like, there's a few good water types. There's good water types. And, you know, it's got Water Absorb. Plus, it also, like, you know, good against fairy types. So, you know, it's got that fairy insurance, as I like to call it. And that's the reason I love using Tinkaton so much on my team, is, like, you know, I have it for fairy. I have it. Like, why do I have a steel type? Fairy insurance. Why do I have a fairy type on my team? Dragon insurance. Ah, I love it. Tinkaton did amuse me. Tinkaton amuses me, though. Plus, like, its special defense is absurd, and its speed is very, very good. No, I will not give you it, Mudkip. I love how you can see the ingredients clipping through the bread. Like, that is my favorite thing about sandwiches. Is if you look closely right here, you can see the avocado clipping into the bread. It's so silly, I love it. Epic lord. So we've been going pretty well. We got our shiny draw cloak, but we are 4 sandwiches in, and 1 shiny to say for that. Frisha Vocadu. But this feel plush, like, honestly, when they make a Clodsire, well, I only need the 1, because I have a draw cloak, but I need Dreepy. I need to shiny hunt Dreepy independently, and then I need to hunt for the draw cloak. No. That's supposed to be a meme, Jared? Again, I live under a rock. I live under a rock, Jared. There's a reason I use sand teams. Now my Malevial sound spots avocado toast unironically. Huh? I'm just vaguely confused. I am vaguely confused. Yeah. You don't live under a rock, you live under a planet. So you're saying is I live under the Waldo? Where's the Waldo? The Waldo? I love how it does sound like he is saying the Waldo. Who ate so much avocado it was their personality, really? Interesting. Not in a good way, but interesting. Curious. Alright, where's the next frickin'... We need our shiny Dracula. But I think that, again, we're gonna do... Yeah, no, this is gonna be our last sandwich. This is gonna be our final sandwich. Why can we not get our Dracloak to pop into existence? I just want my next shiny. We will get the shiny, we will then go hunting for the Durgarons. We'll go hunting other Durgarons after we get this freaking shiny Dracloak. We will get the Spooky Noodle, and then we will go and get the other shinies. Provided we can get one here. Wrong button. I mean, click the plus button. Picnic. Picnic. Picnic a basket. Zawaldo, yes. Zawaldo. Dio is very face punchable. Though Dio is not quite as face punchable as Dio is. He is not quite as face punchable as Hop is. Like I would say this. Hop has the most punchable face of any character in Pokemon. I would say of most characters in media, Hop has the most punchable face. Yes, the rival from Sword and Shield. He has the most punchable face of anything in media. The video of Clodsire reminds me of again before my phone. No, he's from Galar. How? How is the one from Alola? And how is the only one that has like any right to be as happy as he is? Because he lives in Alola and he's just a chill, relaxed guy who just wants to have fun. Like, he really doesn't care about winning or losing at first. Cause, like, he just there to have fun. He just likes to spend time with his Pokemon. His neck is snappable. How is great? Like, how is a good bean? How is a very good bean? We like how. But Hop has a punchable face. Hop's face is very punchable. The origin of that comment comes from the Penn State Pokemon Club Trivia Night, where the question was, who is the rival fought the most? And it was a multiple choice question of between like one of them was How, one of them was Hop, one of them was Sharon from Black and White, and I think the other answer was Brendan and May. And you had to pick which of them was correct. And the correct answer was Hop. And the picture they had of him was that picture from like this the little page where he's like this. Where he's like leaning forward with his neck out and his face forward. So he's leaning like this. And like his chin is out. Like it's like he's leaning his head out just for you to clock him right in the face. Like, your face is incredibly punchable, Hop. Let's unite a fist with your face. Because the games agree! Hop is the most fought rival in the entire series with 11 unique teams. So even the game devs agree Hop has the most punchable face. Because they make you fight him the most. He does not deserve to have a Zacian. Like, a clown like that does not deserve to have a Zacian in any universe. Because, like, I like Leon. Like, as a character, I like the way Leon is written. However, the way the game portrays him, as in portrays his Uber fans, I think is annoying. Because, like, I like that Leon is just a dude who's a chucklehead. He is just an absolute chucklehead who's just good at battling. Nothing else, nothing special. He's just a dude. And I like that. You know, it's not like, you know, like Cynthia, this epic, grand myth seeker and traveler of the world who devours myths and legends in their spare time. Or this absolute badass of a guy, Lance. Or the loser that is Blue. Or just a guy who really likes traveling and collecting rocks, Steven Stone. Like, Alder's awesome. Like, Alder, respect. He's good. Diantha? Nah. But just Leon, he's just a guy. He's just a guy that is good at battling and gets lost. Like, that's just silly. I love it. Wait. We're getting rated? We're rating again. Hop is just How 2.0. But it's like the Promised Neverland, the first season, is amazing. So how when season 2 is just so... What? Mudkip, can you please explain that in words that make vague enough sense that I can understand what you're saying? Oh, Nafy Mini Raid! Oh! Hi, Mork. Hi, Mork. Hey, Nafy. Hello, Omar. Oh, Mark. 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 Glad you're here. I want to show you something. I want to show you something, Mark. Hi, Mark. How are you guys doing? So what were you guys streaming over on your end, Nafy? What were you streaming over there, Mork? How did it go? What was the stuff and things that have been going with the things and the stuff? Yes, Glaceon, you were just figuring this out now? Iced, you didn't realize this months ago? You should have realized that months ago. Ah, shiny race. Neat. How did it go? Okay. Yeah, that Pawmot I got, that was my second shiny I got in this game. I got that day 2. I got that day 2. The first shiny in the game was a Gulpin. Navy gave me half his shinies. Fine. Yeah, like we got the Pawmot. I just found that while I was just going around and training. And I just saw this, like, this was when I wasn't live, because I got that in the Violet version, which the playthrough we did was in Scarlet. And I saw that this Pawmi, it's a little weird, like, why does that look different? And I walked, I was like, holy shit, that's a shiny. And the funny part is, I was using an electric type on my team already. I was using a Bellybolt. And I was like, I really like you, Bellybolt, but that's a shiny Pawmi. But that's a shiny Pawmi. And yeah, I like Bellybolt, but you're not competing with that thing. The funny thing is that Pawmi did absolute crap all throughout most of the game. So it basically just didn't do much. Like, it paralyzed a couple of stuff with Nuzzle, but like that was it. It basically died in like every major fight because it was so frail. Getting along to 3 a.m. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Nafy. Go to sleep. Yeah, like, we are 4 sandwiches deep into this shiny Dracloak hunt, and I have only found 1 shiny so far. This is also a Dracloak outbreak, and I've gotten all of my necessary KOs to reach maximum KO combo chain. And only a single shiny Dracloak has been located. Good, Nafy. Sleep. Go sleep. Thank you. But yeah, we're probably going to be wrapping up the stream. Like, this is going to be our last sandwich, so we are going to be wrapping up our stream soon, because I also do need to be heading to sleep. And also, Polteface is annoying me. Polteface annoys me. That's what I call Dragapult. I call it Polteface. Because its face is a catapult. It is literally catapult face. So I call it Polteface. Because it is a Polteface. Yeah, oh boy do I know, Moth. 500 Dynamax Adventures on Ho-Oh. I mean, again, I still got my 3 Shiny Fuecoco in 590 eggs. So, like, there's that. But this is still over odds by a ridiculous margin. Yes, yes! I call everything something-y face. I call everything something-y face. I am not a fan of Dragapult. Drawcloak and Dragapult were not good to me in the playthrough I did of Shield where I had it on my team. It took so long for me to get my Drawcloak evolved, because I think evolved at level 60, that I had a Drawcloak. Until the fight where you do the battle against Eternatus. Prior to all of that, it was Dreepy or Drawcloak. And it died to everything. Because it's level 60 to evolve the freaking thing. And it just died. Time after time after time after time after time. And it is just, you're hurting me, Dracloak. I make it a point to always use the pseudo-legendary. Why? I mean, I love the pseudo-legendaries. But freaking heck. You can't even use it in the main story. But also, guys, do not forget to go to the poll linked at the top of the chat. It is in the pinned comment. That will take you to the Twitter poll we are presently doing, which is pretty much what we're going to be hunting after that poll closes. Because I made that poll back when we were still hunting Fuecoco. And I did not anticipate how quickly Fuecoco would be gotten. My longest Masuda hunt, that was the Roggenrola. That was our double odds Roggenrola. Volcarona came out, was ready to hatch the... without having a foreign Ditto. That's the only one. It's such a... It's funny. It's funny. You say shiny Volcarona. It's funny that you say that. Yep. And it has Mark. I love it. The sleep it is a sleepy Volcarona. It just wants to snooze. Volcarona just wants to sleep. It is snoozy moth. I love it. Like this is going up. That is on my competitive doubles team. That is on my doubles team for a damn good reason. Really? That, I like that. Like, I wish I could do those, like, themed event hunts like that. Like, I just never could have, like, figured out stuff like that. It's just, I would always... I don't know. I don't know. I never really got around to doing those. Come on, Dracloak. Picnic. I love how if you want a physical attacker, you can give it a Larvesta. Yeah, but also Larvesta is very, very weak. Larvesta is really weak. Done picking. I like Larvesta. I do like how they actually, like, flip the whole thing of how bug types are good early game and bad late game because their stats, because they evolve super early. And then Volcarona, it's terrible throughout the entire game until it gets to the end of the game where you can finally evolve the freaking thing and it absolutely just wrecks house. That thing absolutely freaking demolishes stuff. Yeah, Centiskorch is a unit of a thing. I love Centiskorch. I was kind of surprised they made it. Like it's very weirdly specially bulky. It is very weirdly specially bulky. It's a great one. Like, it's got a great shiny tail. It's got a great shiny. Panic. Jeez, we're not getting anything. Alright. Go back. We got, what, like 15? Get 10 minutes left. Okay. I mean, this will just become another. This will become a Masuda hunt, another outbreak hunt in the future. If we don't get our shiny Polteface. Because we're gonna need to breed for a. We're gonna either need to do a Dreepy outbreak or breed for Dreepy in the future anyway. So it really isn't too bad if we don't get it here. Now everything about us, I love dragons. There's a lot of really good bugs. Like Heracross, love Heracross. Volcarona, love Volcarona. Scissor's pretty cool. Goisopod, that's what's awesome. I like Cleavor's pretty cool. I like Araquanid. Araquanid's pretty cool. There's like a lot of really good bug types. I like how they have been progressively making bug types that are good as time has gone on. Like, I love Cleavor. Like, I really hate saying this, but Cleavor is a much more fitting looking evolution than Scizor. Like, Cleavor looks like a very natural progression of what Scyther would become. Oh, Butterfree's always been pretty decent, Moth. Butterfree's always been pretty decent. Because Compound Eyes. You know, but Butterfree always had a good kit for doubles. It's just with the move removals that Shield and Sword did, people realized more that, like, yeah, Butterfree gets Tailwind. Yeah, Butterfree gets these things. It was a lot more a case of, like, people just realizing it more. It's a lot like with Charizard. Like, Charizard always had a great doubles kit. Solar Power, Life Orb, Fire moves, in Sun. Wait, is that a shiny? There's our next shiny! There is the next shiny! We are not gonna need to do it. Suppose. Maybe never got after. I'm glad. Right towards the end. Right towards the end. We got it. Oh, it's an almost Christmas miracle. It is an almost Christmas miracle. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Oh, we got both of them. We got both of them now. Get in the ball. Pokeball, go. Yeah, it'll only catch them if it doesn't do a critical catch. I know it will not catch it. Yep. Wait. False swipe. Does not affect it. Avoid it. Let's go. Yes. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. The wild Dracloak fell asleep. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit there and sleep? Come on! What is with these freaking wake-ups? What is with these BS wake-ups? Go sleep. What is with everything only staying asleep for one turn? The opposing Dracloak is asleep. It's not gonna have the night owl mark, because you can only get that, I believe, during the night in game. This is during daytime right now. Let's check to see if this thing's got. Nope. Now swap. Another box. Box. Nope, no ribbons. No marks on any of them. Saving the game, just to make sure. Delightful. How much longer we got? No, no, no. We have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes to wander around Lake Castleroya looking for other assorted Durgaron shinies. Wait, what am I doing? There's a Fury Falls. Because there's like the Fury Falls, they have like a number of dragons over there. No, North Province Watch House. Like, there's a bunch of Durgarons around here. Yeah, the brightness is off. Yeah. All right. We got 5 minutes to wrap up everything. Hopefully we can get our shiny in here. North Province Area 1. Come on, you little noodle drops. Come on, you little noodle drops. I mean, we were still mega over odds on that Dracloak hunt. Freaking 4 sandwiches before we got 2 shinies. That's some bad odds right there. That's some bad odds right there. But I mean, I don't think we're gonna find another shiny. But it'll be nice if we do. Alright, let's swim at hyperspeed! Noodle drop. It's a noodle drop. Yes, I can hear you, Gimmighoul. I can hear you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we need to find 2 shinies in the last 2 minutes. I thought that one was shiny. But it is not. My eyes are playing tricks on me. I'm just looking for my cotton candy noodle. I am just looking for my cotton candy noodle. But I mean, we knocked out 2 annoying shinies. So again, even if we don't get another shiny, I am pleased with today's results. Because the Dracloak line was one that I was dreading. So I am happy with that result of just getting at least 2 of them. So that is at least good. Yeah. Like, it's like with the, the... What's its face? The Ghastly. Like, yes, we got 4 shiny Ghastly that one stream. But Ghastly is also stupid annoying. And I would rather get an annoying shiny out of the way than a significant number of easier shinies. You know, easier shinies as in ones that are not time dependent. Because then it frees me up in future hunts, you know, future days, where I have more freedom to do my hunts. So, like, I will take that. But yeah, this was eventful. Same, which is why I lighted Slowpoke, shown twice to me while looking for Vaporeon. Wow. We actually got Vaporeon already. We got that from a Vaporeon outbreak. "45 seconds. Yeah, the Eevee family is definitely one that I am dreading doing the dedicated hunt for. Because that is going to be like a Masuda saga all its own. Like, there are a few things that I will say are Masuda hell. Eevee is going to be Masuda hell. Like, it is going to be Masuda hell. Now that some Pokemon can only say their names... Yeah, I am glad that in-game they took away Eevee and Pikachu saying their names. I am very glad for that. Because it was just weird. It was just very, very weird for me. But that is everything. 2 shinies today. Dracloak and Dragapult. I think it's because no other Pokemon say their names, and because their cries just sound very, very different. Because we also know that we know that they have their own separate cries, and then hearing the cry basically from the anime in the games when we know they already have their own cries is a bit weird. You know, I think it's more of just like I was more used to hearing Pikachu's cry, you know, as like the Pikachu cry. But yeah, let's go on a raid now. It is time for our regularly scheduled Mechanized Maxis raid. Maxis raid. What a Wolf of Charmander. Juggling Puff. Hang in, Juggling Puff. Alright, let's go find someone to raid. Who's live? We have not raided Desart Universe before. So we'll go raid Desart. I'll see you guys next time. It's Roggenrola. And I'm probably just going to go straight to bed right after this. See you guys then. It's Roggenrola. Merry Christmas as well, everyone. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so.